Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents The Taylor Book, the ultimate guide to the music, life, eras and legacy of an icon, written and read by Mackenzie. The Phenomenon. Taylor Swift is bigger than... You can finish that sentence in almost any way you like and it'll probably be accurate. The NFL, the Beatles, hummus. Taylor Swift is such a big deal on such a massive scale that those that don't get it are baffled, possibly because we're being constantly told that monoculture no longer exists, that we all exist in algorithmic bubbles of our own niche. That doesn't apply to Taylor. Unlike most stars who peak around album 1, 2 or 3, Taylor has gotten bigger with each release. Has this ever happened in the history of music? The answer is no. She started off big and continued to double and double and double her fan base until she was selling more records than anyone while simultaneously breaking records like it was a low-key hobby. How did we get here? With talent, hard work, and her heart on her sleeve, Taylor really does give everything she can to make the best records, to challenge herself and deliver work that's commercially and critically appreciated. For her fans, this is what sets her apart. That commitment speaks as loud as, if not louder than, her florid use of rhyming couplets. Despite what Taylor, the doubting perfectionist, might think, musically speaking, she can do no wrong. When Taylor Swift went into hiding, when the Taylor Swift is over party had social media in a headlock, no one could have predicted what would happen next. Was she over? Of course not. What happened next was that Taylor made iconic album after iconic album, each filled with classics that built upon her legacy and added to it. Nothing she's done professionally thus far has been a significantly bad move. There have been no musical missteps because she is the talent and she is in control. She was gutted that Reputation wasn't as well received as 1989, but fast forward a few years and there are more rep stands than there are cat hairs on her sofa. In time, everything makes sense. Even Evermore, especially Evermore. The Tortured Poets department was a lot to take in, but imagine a world without it. Literally unthinkable. Taylor fans aren't just a fandom, they're a community. Blondie has fewer followers on Instagram than some, but no one has a bigger following on Reddit, the most social of social media platforms. That tells us something, that her appeal is deeper than her image. It's her artistry that brings all the keyboard tappers to the thread. People are desperate to get together to talk, dissect, deconstruct and champion her art, music, videos, collaborators, lyrical prowess, dodgy single choices and album sequencing, because her work demands attention and interpretation. This book will take you through all of this and more. It contains in-depth analysis of every single album and Taylor's version, alongside her songwriting process, musical inspirations, iconic fashion moments, friendships, relationships, fandom, us Swifties, contextual lore, and so much more. As we travel through each era, there's a fan favourite and an iconic music video to look at in greater depth, so whether you're partial to Getaway Car or Willow, Back to December or Hits Different, you're covered. Non-Swifties often want to understand why we're so invested, why she means so much. That's when we feverishly click open the Taylor Swift songbook to cherry-pick conversation-worthy songs. Wildest Dreams or August are no-brainer go-tos for starters. Some people will vibe with False God and Dress, or get their chill on to Snow on the Beach. Others crave something that slaps, like Bombastic Florida, or get sucked in by the gossipy Is It Over Now and All Too Well. Some claim to find the specificity of Taylor's lyrics off-putting, but Taylor connects because we all relate to feelings of disappointment, recklessness, regret and betrayal. While songs like I Hate It Here and the criminally neglected It's Nice to Have a Friend have universality baked in. Choosing which song to focus on in more detail wasn't an easy task with a discography like Taylor's. Taylor Swift is not a perfect pop star. Like everyone, she's flawed, and that's a good thing. Perfection is boring, we don't want it. In the future she should lean into that mess, her mess, and do whatever she wants. It's worked so far. Ask the traffic lights if it'll be alright, and they will absolutely say, yes! Just wait till you hear what our girl's doing next. Chapter 1. Taylor Swift is not from Nashville, but she set her sights on becoming the town's biggest star when she was a mere 10 years old. Obsessed with country music, Taylor began to write and play her own songs. It's hard to argue with the tweet.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?